Parkinson's disease affects up to 1 million people in the US alone. Neurons in the brain slowly break down and the loss will result in no production of dopamine. The horror! Did you know 15 to 25% of all Parkinson's patients have a relative with the disease? Even though the cause for Parkinson's is unknown, there are certain risk factors such as gene variation, exposure to toxins, and heredity. Gender and age are also risk factors, and men are more likely to develop the disease around age 60 or older.
I didn't think much of it at first. It was just a little tremor in my right hand. Then it spread to the whole right side of my body. It affected my movement mostly. Researchers don't know what causes it, but luckily I wasn't too late. First, my symptoms were mild. Little expression in my face, my arms didn't swing when I was walking, my muscles were stiff and my speech was slurred. My doctor told me that common symptoms included tremor in the limbs, stiff muscles, lack of balance, and loss of movement such as blinking and smiling. However, symptoms and signs vary to each case.
Alright, so the normal pathway for dopamine starts with tyrosine hydroxylase, and the tyrosine will go through the protein L-dopa and dopa decarboxylase to produce dopamine. The dopamine will then diffuse through the membrane of the neurotransmitter and act as a ligand for the GPCR, and then the rest of the process is depicted here, finally with glucose going out to the bloodstream to make muscles move. Okay, so Parkinson's often occurs through genetic mutation. There's mutations in Parkin, DJ1, and PINK1, which cause mitochondrial dysfunction, and which would result in inhibited ability to produce dopamine, which in turn, none of this will happen, and that results in a limited ability to move.
Fortunately, Parkinson's disease is not fatal. Parkinson's can't be cured, but neurologists give carbidopa and levodopa to see if patients see improvements in their symptoms. Unfortunately, the effects of carbidopa and levodopa are extremely on and off, so additional medications must be given in order to smooth out these irregular effects. For patients with advanced Parkinson's, there's also deep brain surgery, or DBS, as an option. Researchers are also exploring new and improved treatments for Parkinson's disease. One such is a popular carbidopa-levodopa drug, and seeing why it is so irregular in its effects. Still, there are many new improvements to be made in the Parkinson's disease field. Researchers are trying to better understand the effects of Parkinson's disease on the brain. No, don't! Scientists believe that clumps of substances in the brain called Lewy bodies are responsible for Parkinson's disease.